Alright guys, welcome back to the Miles and Miles of the Rob's fans. I'm your host, Robbie Miles, and this is Miles of Horror. So, a couple of things going on here, a couple firsts for you guys. So first of all, beard's coming in. I don't know if you guys are digging the beard. Let me know in the comments. Traditionally, I have been a clean-shaven dude, but a couple years ago, I had a pretty gnarly beard, and I grew it out, and I waxed it, I had the whole thing going, and I miss it. I miss playing with it, so I'm letting it grow. I'm going to do the whole thing again. I'm going to let it grow out, get it pretty bushy. So see where that goes. If you guys are digging the beard, let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. Should I keep it? I think I'm going to. Anyway, yeah, so also, I have a microphone, okay? So I actually recorded a couple of videos with the mic. This could be the first one that makes its way onto my channel, we'll see. But this microphone I have had for a number of years, probably about 5 years at this point. I recorded a few podcasts back in the day when I first got into Instagram with Dustin Can Read a couple times and a few other channels. And so I had the microphone from back then, and I didn't really use it much over the years. So I found it, and I figured I would give it a shot. It seems to be working. I got a cable for it. So I hope that the sound is a little bit better in today's video. I think that the channel is gonna, take some time to progress and get it to where I want to be, but this is a great step. So I got a microphone, so I'm hoping that the sound is pretty good today. Also, one piece of feedback that I've been getting about my channel is my glasses reflect my ring light, which is kind of annoying. If you have any suggestions on the glasses reflecting in you can see the difference right there. The glasses reflecting in the ring light, please let me know. It's super annoying. I'm trying to get it out of my picture, but it is what it is. For now, at least, until I find a better solution. And don't you just want to gaze into these gorgeous blue eyes? It makes it hard when you can't do that when you have the ring light things. So I want you guys to see these baby blues, nice and clear. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I have my tea here in my Killer Clowns mug, of course. This is a Spirit Halloween get a couple years ago. Great mug. Big mug. But I'm drinking some tea. I'm doing this like 30 days no coffee thing since I got back from camp, and it's been hard. It's been very difficult. I was trying to do no coffee, no protein bars, but the protein bar thing went to the wayside very quickly, and so I've been doing the protein bars again, which has been helpful at the gym, which is great, but I'm still not on coffee. It's increasingly difficult, so I'm doing tea instead, which is much less caffeinated beverage, but it's doing the job when I need it to. So I got my tea in my Killer Clowns mug. I hope you guys are drinking something tasty, drinking something hot, and you're relaxed, and you're good to go. So I have an awesome... Oh, before I even do that, peep the hoodie real quick. This is an old hoodie that I busted out recently. I think it's from, like, Fright Rags, maybe? Maybe Cavity Colors, one of them. But it's an old Halloween hoodie from, like, probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe. And, I, like, cut the top because it's very snug on me. It's got, like, the knife, or the ghost, I'm sorry, on this side. And here it's got the night he came home text. Super cool hoodie. I haven't worn it in a while. I busted it out recently. And I got my Watchmore hat. Shout out to Studio House. So you guys rock. But yeah, I got a great video for you guys today. I want to go through my DVD collection with you guys. It is not so big. It's not going to be a super long video. I have a pretty minimal DVD collection at this point. I would like to grow it, and there are some things that I definitely want to get. But I had a DVD collection when I was younger. When I was like, I want to say like a senior in high school, freshman in college. Those days, sophomore in college, I got into physical media collecting, and I had a big DVD collection. And I would say probably about half of it was horror, and the rest was like just other things. Could be sci-fi, action, some other like comedy movies. But that was my first real foray into physical media collecting was DVDs. I had a bunch of VHS as a kid, but that was really all from my parents. I never really collected VHS when I was younger. So yeah, DVD collecting was my first real foray into collecting physical media, and I had a pretty massive DVD collection. But as I went through college and the years after, and I moved out and everything, a lot got lost in translation. So I still have a lot of that stuff from when I was younger, but not all of it. But I have a lot of the horror stuff. The other thing that I have for you guys today, so I'm going to take you through the DVDs. You might see something that you have, or you might see something that just blows your mind. The other thing I want to show you guys, really, really cool, is I found something in my parents' house. I went to visit my nephew and my sister and my parents on Sunday, and I found a couple of gems in my garage. Now, one of them is mine and one of them was my dad's, but incredible gem items that I really want to share with you guys that I was able to take back to my apartment, and I plan on using them. So I want to show you guys what those are, so stay tuned. After I do my DVD collection, I'll show you what those pieces are, because they are spectacular. Like, things I really never even dreamed I would have, to be honest with you. So I'll show you guys that after. Alright, so let's get right into it. My DVD collection, I probably have like 25 titles here, maybe 20. So right off the rip, let's start off with a bang. I have the Scream Collector's Series DVD. Original poster art on there. This was definitely one I had when I was younger. It's even got the little Scream like art card almost on the inside. Nice little touch. Disc is inside. I really like the artwork. The fact they used the original artwork. This is probably the standard release Dimension Films when it came out. I'm sure this is the standard release. But yeah, Scream, the original. Then I've got Scream 2. Same line, the collector series, got the original artwork. Really cool. Then this is actually not a horror movie. It's the one non-horror movie that I have in the stack. But a movie I love, and that is Robin Hood Men in Tights. Tights. One of my favorite comedies of all time. Next, I have, and if you guys are paying attention to my Instagram at SpookyMiles144, you might have seen me post about this, but House of the Devil. Now, this is like one of my favorite DVDs that I own because this still has the Blockbuster stickers on it. You guys can see, hot new release, and it's got the Blockbuster like label on it. Because I bought this from Blockbuster when I believe when they were going out of business, could be, because this movie came out in 2009, I think. Yeah, 2009. So House of the Devil came out in 2009. So if Blockbuster was still around, it had to be around then when they closed. I think I got it in like their going out of business sale, and I got it for like $1 or so. Yeah, I think I got this 2010. So yeah, I mean, I got this in, I believe they're going out of business sale, and I got it for a couple bucks. So it's like vintage to me, and it's really cool that it has the Blockbuster sticker. And I will say, this is the only copy. It's also a Blockbuster, the Blockbuster imprint there. Really cool. This is one of my favorite horror films, probably in my top 20 all time. My favorite Ty West film, easily. And what I will say is, this is the only copy of this movie that I own. So you can bet your bottom dollar, bet your sweet ass, that I ordered the Umbrella release Blu-ray of House of the Devil. I am very excited for that release. Now, I also want to say one other thing. Yes, I ordered that release. Yes, I can't wait. Yes, Umbrella is killing the game. I'm willing to bet. Okay? Now, I don't have any insider information. I don't have any insider sources here. But I'm willing to bet that although I did order the Umbrella release because they do fantastic work, and that release is going to be incredible, and I cannot wait. That's going to be like a grail piece for my collection. I'm willing to bet that another company in the very near future, I'm going to say in the next 5 to 6 months, are going to be doing a 4K release of House of the Devil. Okay? Mark my words. You heard it here first. Okay? I just have a gut feeling. I have a instinct that's telling me this is going to be a 4K very soon. If you follow, if you are paying close attention, you can get kind of signs from certain companies to other companies. Like, a company will do a Blu-ray, and then a few months later, another company will put out a similar type release, big box treatment, like Second Sight or Arrow, but 4K. And my guess is that they're acquiring the rights at similar times, but it's just taking them a little longer to do the 4Ks, or one of them's waiting for the other to do the release, and then the other one's going to do it. But mark my words, okay? There is going to be, you heard it here first, there's going to be a 4K of this at some point. Okay, I'm willing to bet in the next 5-6 months from another boutique label like Second Sight or Arrow or someone along those lines, they're going to do a big box 4K. That's my prediction. You heard it here first. Okay, and when it does happen, I'll be right here to tell you I told you so. Okay, if it doesn't, it doesn't, but I'm willing to bet based on the trajectory of a lot of these other releases, like The Hitcher, right? The Hitcher was something that Umbrella did that Second Sight followed in their footsteps. They did the 4K, okay, not long after. So there's a few titles that have been like that. So House of the Devil is one of those things to me where boom goes the dynamite. I think Umbrella's getting the rights to the Blu-ray, and I think someone like Second Sight or Arrow, or maybe even Scream Factory, I don't know, is going, but I'm willing to bet it's probably someone like Second Sight, is going to do a similar style release, big box treatment, and probably similar extras, probably the same extras, but give it a little more sauce, etc. But anyway, that's my prediction for House of the Devil, and I will get both. I'm gonna get both of these because I love the movie so much. Anyway, some more Ty West here. Innkeepers, really cool movie. It's very Ty Westy, very moodish, tone, atmosphere is incredible, very creepy. Not as good as House of the Devil, but really cool movie. Next up, I have, let me do these in order. Alright, I have the Friday the 13th widescreen collection, original art. Now I have this foil poster hanging up in my office right here. You can't see it from this angle, but I have this actual poster hanging up in my office. Gorgeous print. I got it framed up. So Friday the 13th. Got the art card in there. Cool release. Again, most of these are like, the big titles that I had from when I was a kid. Then Friday the 13th Part 2. Again, you got the original artwork on there. All dusty and musty. Then you got Friday the 13th Part 3. Same widescreen collection. This is from Tower Records from back in the day. Very cool. Yeah, it's got the little Tower Records imprint on there. You guys can see that. So again, most of this stuff is from my collection when I was a kid, and I just still have it. I have Texas Chainsaw, the DVD. I have The Goonies. Now this I haven't even opened. I think this one was actually a gift to me, I want to say, from someone I work with. Not too long ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Just a DVD. They knew I had a big physical media collection. They donated that one. I actually have the clamshell VHS for this one also. Alright, next up, we got Halloween 5. This I got not so long ago at Book Off, which is a resource in New York City where I live. I got it for like $1. It was super cheap. That sticker was not the price when I bought it. Halloween 5. This, believe it or not, it's a crazy, crazy story. But this is Ernest Scared Stupid, the DVD. Now, if you know me, I have a Ernest Scared Stupid print up here, framed. It's one of my favorite movies. It's top 10 for me all time, and actually is a big reason why I love horror. When I was a kid, I'm obsessed with the Kyoto Brothers. I love Killer Clowns, obviously, and Kyoto Brothers did a lot of the they did all of the trolls. And if you didn't know this, they actually repurposed some of the clown masks to make them trolls from Ernest Scared Stupid. You can look it up online. You can see the side by side of the troll and the clown. There's two of them, I believe, that were repurposed. But I love Ernest Scared Stupid, and I bought the DVD. This was I want to say $15, which is ridiculous that a movie like Ernest Scared Stupid costs so much. But I had to pay a decent amount for this when I got it back in the day. But it's probably one of my favorite poster arts of all time. The font is perfect. I also have the Blu-ray of this. That would probably be up there with my dream releases if it's probably owned by Disney, I'm guessing, so it's not going anywhere. But if Ernest Scared Stupid were to get a big box release, Blu-ray or 4K, I don't really care, with extras, with, I don't even know who directed it, but director type stuff, behind the scenes type stuff, chances are John Cherry. Yeah, I know Jim Varney passed away a number of years ago. I'm not sure about John Cherry. But, do some behind-the-scenes stuff with the Kyoto Brothers. How cool would that be, of the trolls? Some commentary with the Kyoto Brothers. That's all I would really need. And, a booklet, something to make this a special release. Give me that original artwork, man, and that would probably be my top release of all time. I'm not even joking. Even more so than the Texas Chainsaw, Second Sight, even more so than Halloween 4K. It's just such a special movie for me, and it would just really be a grail piece. I would just be obsessed with it. I would adore it. Anyway, this was a cool find, my next one. I have Halloween 25 Years of Terror. This is a documentary. It's a very famous documentary. I picked this up at a thrift store last year, actually, and it's signed by Jim Winburn, excuse me. And it was $1.50. Now, for those of you that don't know, Jim Winburn did the stunts. He was a stuntman for Michael Myers in Halloween. So, $1.50 for a signed Jim Winburn documentary. He used to do conventions and stuff. I never caught him at one, but how cool is that? $1.50. It's not the perfect signature. It's fading, but nice to have in the collection. I have the original Halloween with slip. Like a shine to it too. This is one of my favorite. This is probably my favorite DVD in my collection. For whatever it is, first of all, the slip is fantastic with the glowing eyes, but the artwork on it's the original artwork, but it's also got a very specific orange for the DVD, and it's a little different than the original screen poster. The original screen poster had a blend of if I'm not mistaken, it was orange and white. I think it's not as pronounced and deep as this orange. So I thought that was really, really cool. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I have the original poster. It's more of an orange and white-ish. This is a very pronounced orange. It's a very cool edition. Army of Darkness, which is arguably the greatest sequel of all time, up there. The original Evil Dead. I think this is a 2-disc edition. No, 1 disc. Got a little booklet here. This is kind of cool. Ladies of Evil Dead. Very, very cool stuff. And it gives you a little booklet there. It talks about the ladies. There's an interviews. How cool is that? That's the original art. So I have the original Evil Dead here. Let's keep going here. Let's take a sip of my tea. Next, I have the Jaws 30th Anniversary Edition. This is definitely multiple discs. Let's see what we got. I haven't opened this in forever. It's got a booklet. Yep, this has the disc 1, disc 2. I'm sure that has special features. This is a pretty big release back in the day. I love Jaws. I'm not a Jaws super fan, but I really like Jaws, and this is just a very cool release to me. This is this was my grail piece back in the day. This is the Friday the 13th box set. This was my favorite DVD back in the day. It's embossed. Very, very cool. It has individual cases for all the movies. It's got part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7, part 8, and then extras. I love how they just named them part 1, part 2. You can see part 1, part 2. It's hard to see there. But when you actually take them out, it'll say Friday the 13th part 1, part 2. Let's see. Yeah, if you take it out, it says here final chapter, all that good stuff. But yeah, they're cool. They have their individual cases there. This is a big time release. This was my grail piece back in the day. I definitely watched the extras back in the day, but I haven't in many years. But again, I love the embossing and stuff. You could kind of see it from here. Just a really cool release. This has seen better days, but again, most DVDs are not in perfect condition. But I love this. Everything's intact. Everything's in there. Next, Tales from the Dark Side, the TV show, the series. Now, I have not watched these. I think I watched maybe 2 episodes. But you can get this, Tales from the Dark Side, for I think it was $15 on Amazon. It was super cheap. And this is supposed to be a great show. So, yeah, Tales from the Dark Side, the TV show. I'm just going to move some of this stuff so I can see better. Alright, then we got Creep Tales. Now, this is a DVD I've yet to watch, but this was a Vinegar Syndrome partner label from Culture Shock. Looked really fun. I think it's anthology-style horror. And it only sold as a DVD, which I thought was interesting. So it was cheap, but I really wanted to see it. So I picked it up. I have yet to watch it. May watch it today. And lastly, I have the Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt, complete collection. You can see here, I have all 7. I actually have an actual extra of 1. One's in better condition than the other. Now, fun story for you about Tales from the Crypt. I think the 5th one, the red one here, I was watching this with someone way back in the day. Someone I was dating way back in the day. We were watching Tales from the Crypt, and actually left the DVD. I left this whole thing at their house, and we broke up, and I never got it back, and that sucked. But a buddy that I used to work with surprised me with it one day as a gift. He knew that I lost it at the house of the person that I broke up with, and so he surprised me. He got me the 5th Tales from the Crypt box set to recomplete my collection. And if you know me, I love Tales from the Crypt. I actually have a Crypt Keeper coming from the Great Creation X, which I cannot wait for. I will definitely do an unboxing of that when it comes. But yeah, that is my DVD collection. It is not massive. It is smaller. I would love to add some more stuff, but I find that there is a big resurgence of DVD at the moment, and it's not that I don't want a lot of these things, because I do. For example, there's a Sleepaway Camp first aid box set of all 3 movies, and it's a really cool release. But I find myself thinking okay, you can probably get that for $30, and it's a great deal. But would I rather catalog the DVDs when I have the entire set on Blu-ray, or go get something on Blu-ray or 4K that I really want? So it's hard to balance. I don't know how much I want to go back and recollect things. Here and there I'll pick up something, but I don't really want to get crazy with DVD collecting. With the price of things these days, it's very hard to recommit yourself to something like DVD or even VHS, which I would love to start collecting. I think VHS is so cool. And again, being someone who was born in 1986, the video store era was me, man. That was my childhood. So I would love to really get a VHS collection going, and maybe one day when I have more space, but right now it's not on the cards. Anyway, that's my DVD collection. Definitely hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you guys see anything you like, see anything that struck a fancy, maybe something you had when you were growing up, maybe something you have now. And now, probably the moment you guys have been waiting for, I found 2 hidden gems at my parents' house. Okay, again, I went over there to sit with my sister and my nephew and my parents, and they just redid some of the house, and they cleaned up the garage and all that stuff, and I found a couple things, one that was mine growing up and one that was my dad's, and there's some story behind it, so I wanted to show you guys. So first is this is incredible. It's a poster. It is a original Dawn of the Dead one sheet. Okay, I'm not going to unroll it any further. I would like to get this framed. Okay, but this is like the original art. This is a one sheet. It is incredibly cool. Look at that. So this was my dad's. Now, this was something he got at a Fangoria that he took me to when I was probably 6 years old. And that's one of my earliest horror memories, going to this convention with my dad. Going to this Fangoria convention with my dad when I was a kid. Again, I was probably 6, and he got this one sheet at that Fangoria. So it was probably like 1991-ish, and he's had it ever since. And it's so crazy how I remember that Fangoria. Even though I was so young, I just remember going there and seeing all these monsters and masks and being like, what is this? But being totally enamored by what I was seeing, and clearly I loved it. And then the other thing is something that was hanging up in my room when I was a kid, that I found that I'm unsure what I want to do with. I really love it, but it's not in the best shape. And that is a original Friday the 13th one sheet. And it is not the original art. This is the original, I think, theatrical poster, if I'm not mistaken. This is not the original artwork that they did, but this is what they hung in. I think this is what the movie ad, this is what they had. Now, this thing's actually not in terrible condition. It's a really, really cool poster. Again, original one sheet, it's a 27 by 40. And I would love to get this baby framed up. It's just going to be expensive. I mean, this is a sick piece to have in your collection, framed up. But, again, I just don't know. Framing is very expensive. I have a lot framed. So we'll see. But 2 really cool things that I have. Right now, they're just hanging out. I got to figure out what I want to do with them. And I, thankfully, I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, can I please have the Dawn of the Dead poster? I had to, I didn't really have to wiggle his arm too much, but he let me have it, thankfully. But, yeah, I mean, that Dawn of the Dead poster is, like, all-time cool. So, yeah, that's what I got for you guys. My DVD collection and those 2 awesome one sheets that I found at my parents' that was in my room growing up and my dad's room, or my dad got at the Fangoria. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that like button. If you can subscribe to my channel, that would be a big help. My goal is to hit 100 subscribers by Halloween, and I think I'm at like 45, 44, something like that. So let's keep the party rolling. Please give me a follow on Instagram at SpookyMiles144. And yeah, I started this channel because I wanted to bring the horror community together more. And I met so many cool people on Instagram. I got a decent following over there. And so one of the things you're going to be seeing in upcoming videos is collaborations. I am bringing on people like Living Dead Chris, people like Jordan Lingle, people like Dark Violet Dreams, people like Elizabeth Sagewood, Cameron Chaney, I have a lot of. I'd love to get Creation X on here, who's a guy that I'm pretty close with. I would love to. I have a bunch of ideas that's going to happen in the near future. So just stay tuned. Hit me up in the comments. I want to interact with you guys, and yeah, appreciate y'all. Miles out. Peace.